Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners.
Enjoy this presentation of the Jimmy Mack Healing Show.
Renowned medical, intuitive, and spiritual life coach. Visit www.jimmymackhealing.com.
Strap yourself in, because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Hey everybody, Jimmy Mack coming to you live with another transmission and downloads, the Jimmy Mack Healing Show. Thanks everybody for being here. We always want to stir it up for you, make it a little bit fun. If you haven't already signed up for the newsletter, visit jimmymackhealing.com. Sign up for that. It's a weekly e-newsletter. There's the link. I love it. Our producer is always so on it. Thank you, Reverend Tiffany White, Sage Woman. We love you. And there it is. So click on that, sign up. All you need to do is put in your first name, of course, and your email where you'd like it sent to. And once a week, we send out a great little e-newsletter. And it has all kinds of information in there. It's all about audio messages. There's videos, there's schedules of these shows coming up. So lots going on, affirmations, that sort of thing. Funny stuff, too. So join us here, and also, of course, here on this show every Friday or every Tuesday at 4 p.m. So there you go. You look great. That's perfect. So we're good. We're good on that too. So every week we have a different guest, of course, and co-host with us. And today is Ayla, and we're glad you made it. Thanks for being here, honey. That's perfect. We can at least see your picture. Yeah, we're glad you're here. You always bring it. Hey, tell folks what's the best way of getting a hold of you to do a private reading, the best email address, website, that sort of thing, phone.
Yeah, so the best way to get a hold of me, I have two different email addresses. I have Ayla, AYLA, .psychic, PSYCHIC, @gmail.com. And then I also have info @harmonicperspective.com.
Got it. Okay, and that's the best way to get a hold of you.
Yes.
And, you know, we met years ago at a little
I know,
place
right?
in Sarasota. It's so funny. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yeah, she had a little booth next to me, and I thought, this chick is so cool. Oh, my God. And she's so smart and so sharp and so fast. And she really gives great readings and is really huge into astrology and the numerology, and she gets it and cards and all of it. So just so impressed with you. And, you know, Sandy Bittinger and I can go to about anybody we want for free, and hell, we'd pay you money for readings. So that's how good we think you are. And she raves over you too. So it's so sweet. You had to have been multiple past lives of doing Egyptian readings and who knows what all, right?
Oh yeah. And you can see that in my astrology chart too, because I have a duplication because of my intercepted houses. Basically, I have Sagittarius on my 12th house and on my ascendant. So Sagittarius on the 12th house, that's like Pisces energy, Neptunian energy, right? So we're talking about spirituality, we're talking about shamanism, we're talking about astrology, we're talking about esoteric thought. And so with Sagittarius on that 12th house cusp, I'm like obsessed with seeking as much knowledge as I can.
Love it.
Being able to teach and share all of that with people too.
Sure. Yeah, I've got all that too. They did my chart a couple times, and everything just kind of triangulates into, you know, healing and shamanism. And I've got, even though I'm Leo, I got a ton of Pisces in me too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. I love it. So but we're happy to have you here. Thanks so much. And I know you can do some short, super burst, accurate readings, and that's going to help folks today too. And so they're going to want to go deeper and, of course, contact you after the show and do a private appointment, because we can get so much deeper and so much more personable when it isn't in the public realm. So folks, keep that in mind too. What's the best website or Facebook, or what works for you?
I have Facebook and Instagram. I am going to have a website as well very soon, harmonicperspective.com. It is on the way.
Okay.
But right now you can also find me at that handle on Facebook and Instagram. So Harmonic Perspective, and you found me.
There you go. Yeah. And she's got it posted up here. So that's really good for folks too. So we'll grab some callers and see what we can stir up. The great part about this you're going to love is it's not a ton of folks maybe talking over you or going back and forth or whatever. It's written bursts of little questions from callers, people that are IMing, let's say. And so that way, now you can get underway, and they usually give you the date of birth and their little question. And so I just love it. It's fabulous. It's fast. We can handle the volume and help all the folks we can. So we'll get underway. Looks like Marcia is first. So hello, Marcia.
Oh, right. I definitely know who this is.
Any messages for me? This is always exciting. Oh my gosh. So there you go.
Ooh, let's see what falls out. I feel like my deck always remembers Marcia. It always throws a million cards all over the place.
I love it.
All right. So first off, we're seeing that like you really need a rest. You've been maybe going a little bit too hard, or maybe you've been trying to stir up some new ideas because you're trying to focus on financial stability or material stability or new kind of stability in some way. We see with the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles, both reversed but present, we see that you're maybe trying to branch off and kind of be your own boss a little bit more, do your own thing, but you're trying to branch off into something that you've maybe not really done before, or it's kind of time to learn something new. So these cards are asking you to take a giant step back and just breathe. This Four of Swords and this Page of Swords is saying you've been a lot in your mind, or you're maybe taking on a lot of energy or mental stimulation. So get into like meditation and breath work and just go like put your feet in the sand away from everybody else on the beach or something, and allow yourself to just kind of reconnect to this present moment before you move forward. Yeah.
Love that. That's a great message. Yeah. And everybody in this day and age with everything going on, you definitely want to find your little zen moment or peace, or stick your feet in the sand, have a beer or whatever, So whatever that is for you, everybody needs to do that, And I even tell my sons, self-care as we age becomes more and more important. And by that, I mean going for a walk, getting a massage, getting private readings with you. These are all treating self-care kind of things that I think we all need, and it really bolsters us up, and it keeps us less stressed out, because it has gotten, crazy town, that. So,
oh yeah.
Anything you can do to unwind and relax a little bit, definitely want to do that. Thanks, Marcia. Lisa is next. All right. And it says, hey, from Australia. I love that. Would love to know if there are any messages for me, please. Lisa Mamone.
Lisa Mamone. Woo, okay, cool. 3 cards want to come out for you. Oh my God. I feel like this is going to be a theme for everybody. I'm seeing that you might need to actually rest and retreat, maybe from like a very close or interpersonal relationship. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be any kind of partnership, really. The Lovers isn't just marriage and relationships. It's also just about how you work one-on-one with people. And it also represents a very big, important decision that could potentially change kind of like the direction that you're going in. The Page of Swords is saying that you might have been putting a lot of thought into this change of direction. Maybe you're thinking of being around a new group of people or starting something new. You could be thinking of taking a break from a relationship or distancing yourself from some people. I definitely see that's the direction you're going in, though, with the Six of Swords. Even if it feels uncomfortable and you don't want to, it's going to be better for you in the long run to kind of just allow things to be as they are, but focus on healing yourself. Stop worrying about everybody else and what everyone else is doing.
Amazing. Very concise. I love it. Thanks, Lisa. And if you guys, the more, it's great to ask for a generalized reading, but I find the more accurate and poignant pieces for folks, if y'all want to really get the most out of this, would be, hey, work on work, job, career, or romance, or should I move to Minnesota or whatever. If you can narrow it down, that's going to help you guys a lot too, at least from my perspective. So there you go. Can be health, can be love life, can be future, whatever. So I got to move, that sort of thing. So narrow it down if you can. Kimberly is next. Hi, Kimberly. All right. Any messages for me from Spirit? There you go. Please and thank you.
I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to use a different deck for you. We're going to use my Osho Zen Tarot. Oh, okay. So you're needing like a lot of courage recently to kind of like work yourself out of your mind. It's almost like your mind has kind of been working against you a little bit. Focus on doing things that bring yourself back into harmony with yourself. Maybe you've been experiencing a lot of insomnia. You could be experiencing digestive issues right now. For some reason, I'm seeing there's this like struggle with like maybe you and your body, or you and like a habit that you've kind of gotten into. And I'm seeing that you're going to need a lot of courage to really bring yourself out of this. It's going to be something that is going to change your daily life, not like drastically, but just in the habits that you do. So be brave enough to honor what you need in the face of fear or criticism from other people. It's a really powerful reading.
That really is. That's awesome. Very cool. And that's a lot of folks too, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Carol is next. All right, Carol, what's going on? Her birth date, if this helps you at all, is 1/9 of 51.
Definitely. Okay, cool.
So January 9th of 1951. Can either of you send healing energy to my right arthritic knee? We'll do that right now, Carol Ann. That's for sure.
That's so interesting. I had pain in my right knee right before I actually came on here, and I was like, where is this coming from? Mm-hmm. So maybe it's connected, because I definitely feel body things sometimes.
There you go. Well, let's see, Carol Ann. You know, I like for you to, any of the Epsom salts, lotion would be great. You don't test. There's either lavender or non-lavender. You're actually non-lavender. You can go to any Walmart or CVS or Walgreens and get that. I like Dr. Teal's Epsom salts lotion. They may call it an arthritic knee. Who's to say, right? So also, she's clockwise or counterclockwise. You're counterclockwise. So if you take that Epsom salts lotion and rub it on there counterclockwise, that's going to go a long way. 9 out of 10 people that I talk to, at least, bone, muscle, ligament, tendon, joint. What a shock. Yours is joint. It isn't fascia, cartilage, or anything else. It's all joint pain. I don't get that it's meniscus, which is on the back end. It is actually top, center. It's just below. It's the Osgood Slaughter section just below the top of your knee. So we're going to send some energy to that and release all that for you as well. But the Epsom salt's going to go a long way too. And they're reminding me too, some people test for heat and others cold. You're cold, so I put an ice pack on there and elevate it every chance I got. That's going to go a long way to help you too. Thanks for writing in, Carol. Love it. All right, see, Ayla's going to speed me up even. Patty is next. I love it. I like fast. I like accurate. I like go. That's you, girl. I'm loving it. So that's awesome. Let's see what Patty has to offer. All right. Hi, Jimmy and Ayla. Thank you for your wonderful show. If time permits, requesting a reading. All right, Patty. We'll see what comes up.
Let me pull. I'm going to use my Oracle deck for you. Wow, they're jumping out. Okay. Ooh. Wow, you got transformation, intensity, and totality. I feel like you're going to hit a breakthrough very soon. There's something coming towards you. You may have been experiencing emotional manipulation somewhere in your life, either through yourself or through a very masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a man. This could also be your own masculine duality. But it almost seems like there is this issue or need for control, specifically around material reality, maybe like the way your home looks or your finances or something like that. There could also be some arguments going on or some healing from past traumas that are going on. Maybe you feel like you have to do a lot of things on your own, and now you're learning to reach out, or maybe you rely on other people too much and now you're kind of learning how to stand on your own. Either way, this is a really positive reading. You're going to get I feel like you're going to get really surprised looking back on yourself in a year at just how much you've changed. So I love this for you. I see nothing but positive growth and transformation. Just keep going.
Love that. Well done. There you go, Patty. All right, Daria is next. I like the name Daria. It's different. Daria Mace. Hello, dear ones. What messages are there for me? Thank you. Thank you. All right, Daria. We'll see what Ayla comes up with.
Ooh, okay. Only one card flew out for you. And I feel like it's a very straightforward message. It's the number 9, and it's the card exhaustion. So, and 9s are all about expansion. Are you living beyond your means right now? And not just financially, but are you living beyond your energy right now? Or are you trying to focus on maybe you're not realizing actually how tired and burnt out you are? I'm getting this feeling of like, just keep going, just keep going. And I feel like you've either hit a burnout recently or you're about to hit a burnout. So drink more water, relax, breathe, allow yourself to, you don't always have to be accomplishing something. That's often a pattern that we get stuck in the spiritual realm, is we always think we have to be spiritually evolving. Sometimes you can just stay where you are and learn from just being in the present moment. So that is the message that came through for you.
Love that. And just being, period. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Burnout is definitely there for you. I can feel that too. So just know that and work on yourself. The theme today, we didn't talk much about autumn. First day of autumn too, Ayla, and isn't that
that's true.
So yeah.
Equinox,
What do you feel is going on right now, planetary wise? We'll grab somebody next, but I want to at least get your insight. In other words, is it
definitely. So
rolling into it? Is it getting better? Is it still going to be chaos? What's up?
The planets are kind of going crazy right now. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's for growth. It's for transformation. If you're familiar with tarot, 2020 is the Tower. It is a sudden catalytic change. And this is supposed to be the resting period. Mars is retrograde in Aries right now. So when Mars is in Aries, we feel this extra oomph to really move forward, to dive forward into everything, and to get everything done. We get lots of new ideas. But when Mars is retrograde, we run into obstacles. We take things too personally. Things might fall through. We run out of energy easier. It's trying to show us all of the things that we haven't been allowing ourselves to do. And it's also trying to show us in what way we need to take care of our physical bodies and our physical lives so we can get to where we want to be, to do what we want to do. And Mercury is going to go into its retrograde orbit in Scorpio in October. So we're already starting to feel the effects of that right now as well. Yeah, so this is a great day actually for new beginnings, for setting boundaries with yourself, with other people, and really holding yourself to those as we move through this season until like around the middle of November, when we start to kind of feel an easing off of that, because November 13th is when Mars goes back into direct orbit.
And isn't it we're going to have some huge moon for Halloween on top of Halloween?
Oh, yeah, there's a full moon in Aries on Halloween. This is a very Aries charged season. And it's so significant because all of this Aries energy is happening around Virgo season, around Libra season, around Scorpio season. These signs are very different than Aries. Some of them get along, some don't. Libra is in opposition to Aries, so it's kind of like we're going to be applying Aries tactics. So the full moon is like full speed ahead, but also you want to make sure you use discernment. That is, look before you leap. We're going to feel more impulsive, but we want to have that impulsive nature, but we also want to really pay attention to where we're just like falling into patterns in our life and where we're actually mindfully choosing to go.
I always tell folks, we want to have discernment and direction in your life. So very, very apropos, that's for sure. And the tower, how creepy is that? The tower blowing up. It's like, oh my God. No wonder it was 2020. What a crazy, right?
Oh, yeah.
I picture your tower card and I cringe. So it's kind of funny. Good Lord. All right, Lori, you're next. What's up, Lori? Here we go. Any messages for me? Lori Kappa, Lori, and then Cappa. We'll see what comes up, Lori.
Oh, you got like a nice little stack of cards. I feel like you've been working on letting go of a lot of things. You're bringing a lot of awareness. You're slowing down your life right now. You're trying to bring in more understanding, but for some reason, there's something that is being maybe postponed or put off. Maybe you're holding on to guilt from something. Maybe the past is kind of really holding you back and you feel like you're going slower than you should be. That's okay. It's supposed to be this way. You're supposed to have all of this time for reflection. Don't move too fast because you could miss out on. It's kind of literally what we were just talking about, Jimmy, is like, don't move too fast because you could miss the forest for all the trees. You know what I mean? Like you're getting stuck in one perception. You're not switching your perception up and really seeing what you have to work with. Sometimes spiritually, we get it into our heads because we feel or see something, even being clairvoyant. I'll see something sometimes and I'll go, oh, that's the thing that I need to work towards. When in reality, that wasn't necessarily the thing I'm supposed to work towards, if that makes sense.
It does.
There's a lot that sometimes has to happen before we can get to the end result. So keep doing what you're doing. I think where you're at right now is awesome, actually. It may not feel like it all the time, but the cards are saying different.
Oh, there you go. Very cool. Deborah is next. All right. This is our kind of show, Ayla. Flies by. Her birthday is 11/25/74, if that helps you at all.
Yeah.
November 25th. Says, hello, I love any love messages for me.
Awesome.
So anything to do with romance, love, or something coming up.
Let me use my love angel oracle cards. Let's see what messages pop out for you. All right. Oh, I love this. Okay. So the first card is heart-to-heart conversations, honesty, discuss your feelings with each other. The next card was it is safe for you to love. So I feel like there's this call for you to discuss your feelings more and to also open your heart a little bit and feel like it's safe for you to love. I'm getting like a sense that there may have been some things in the past where maybe finances and career or the way that you expressed your love, maybe materially or in a physical way, was rejected or it wasn't appreciated in the right way. Maybe you were misunderstood. Try to keep an open mind. Give new relationships a chance. Enjoy like the honeymoon phase of things. Don't get stuck into this pattern of overthinking, and then ultimately self-sabotaging. I feel like this card is really sticking out for me. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, which is love. It's a beautiful message.
That was an incredible message. Thank you so much. Gosh, Deborah, you got more than you bargained on that. I told you she is sharp and fast and good, Ayla. Lynn is next, Lynne. All right. She is, looks like October 8th of 1962. Well, what do you see for me? What is the name of my spiritual guide? Lynn.
Interesting.
Oh, Lynn.
Okay, so, okay. Let's see what fell out. Change came out for you. I see existence. Wow, we're getting deep. Going with the flow. And then I also see the Lovers and the Miser. These I get a different energy from. We're going to start with change, existence, and going with the flow. I feel like there's this eagerness in you to get to a certain place or have a certain type of experience. And I think this going with the flow card and this existence card and this change card is trying to say, like, surrender to the experience of it. Even what is the name of your spiritual guide? I can actually, I connect with spiritual guides so easy. And I feel like I can hear your spiritual guide kind of laughing, like, you know that my name is supposed to come to you, not to anybody else. So it's like, be kind to yourself, allow this process to unravel naturally, allow yourself to even have the chance to tap in. You know what I mean? Don't give your power away so easily where you're always looking to other people for the answers. Look to yourself for these answers too, you know? Like, I used to go to psychics all the time and now I am the psychic.
I love that.
Really tap into your own inner divine psychic, your own inner spiritual connection. That's what I'm getting from the Lovers and the Miser actually, is like, hold on to things a little bit more, cultivate things a little bit more. Don't be so eager to maybe even share things with other people. That message is coming through for some reason. So,
boy, that's me too. Yeah. Well said. That's October 8th, so that's Libra also, I think, like my young son, and they're all sweet. Love everybody and just want everybody to get along. You know, they're just the most non-confrontational people ever. So
everything needs to be balanced. And
yeah,
Mercury is in Libra. So I really understand that Libra thought process of you always want to run something by another person. Maybe when it gets to a certain stage in like your path or your progress, run it by yourself.
Exactly.
Always run it by another person.
And every day of my life, we're not laughing at you, Lynn. We're laughing with you. And every day of my life, people ask me 7 days a week about their spiritual guides and all this stuff. I tell them, look at it like this. If we all go to the beach and we throw up popcorn for all the seagulls and we scream, come back, was your name Tony or Troy? Like, it really doesn't matter. You know, if you're getting awesome, clear messages from spirit, God, source, you know, angels are just about the fingernail clipping of it all. So you're good. You're good. You'll be fine. They'll come to you in the middle of the night, whisper it in your ear. I can tell you that. All right. And you have to ask. So glad you asked today. There you go. Amy is next. What's going on, Amy? All right. My screen keeps freezing, but I'd love to have a message. Please. Do you need a specific question? Only if you want a specific answer, Amy. So we'll see what Ayla conjures up for you.
Oh, okay. So I'm really feeling like you need to bring more playfulness into your life. You've taken things a little bit too serious and you're feeling very isolated right now. I mean, who isn't? But I'm really feeling like there's this feeling of almost being frozen or being stuck for some reason. Like you can't tap in. And also compromise came up, the card compromise. So you might need a compromise with someone about something in order to fully tap into future possibilities. You know, like get outside your own head, have them get outside their own head. If it's a big group of people, have everyone get outside their own head and bring more joy into the situation, bring more laughter into your life, into whatever situations that you're in. And then also, like everything that you're going through right now that is positive or negative or whatever it is, it's teaching you a different level of maturity that you haven't maybe accessed before. And that's going to be specific to you. The maturity card just came out and it's next to the sorrow card. So this could be healing a relationship with parents, even no matter what age you are. Healing your relationship with your parents can be like an ongoing thing depending on our personal histories and childhoods. So that's kind of what's coming through, is any past sorrow, any past regret. I see you healing it. I see you coming out of it. I see you forgiving a lot and just kind of blossoming into this new sense of self.
Love that. Well said. How about that, Amy? That's good stuff. I relate to that too, you know, and I living in a big old house, and every day I wake up and my brother's in spirit and I say, hi, Kevin. And my dad passed next and I said, hi, Dad. And after that I go, I miss you, Mom. I love you. So I believe they hear us. So just know that too. And you can reach out to folks and ask questions and see what shows up. But your loved ones are around all the time. You'd be shocked if you saw some of the things I see and how packed the room is with energy and really friendly, happy, joy entities, if you will. So they can be guides. Angels, by the way, from what I've seen over time, they're huge and they look like giant rainbow mists and things. So it's almost funny to assign names to them, but folks do it. We're just asking for the highest and best to flow to you and for them to show up and improve your life. That's all. Melissa Parks is next. Hey, Melissa.
Aww.
She's got our radio show or our video show. She's in our channel, and she'd love a message about business. You know Melissa Parks.
Melissa was my mentor for a while.
Oh, wow.
We even worked together.
Great. And she's coming to you now for advice. What do you think of that, right?
I love it.
I love it.
Oh, interesting cards. Okay, so clinging to the past and control came up, and then also comparison. So I'm feeling like there is this sense of your subconscious mind is kind of connecting to maybe, and this makes sense just because we worked together before, is like, what was your mindset when you were working in the past versus your mindset now? Are you comparing yourself now to who you were in the past or to another person or to who you even want to be in the future? Is there a sense of ordinariness that you need to maybe tap back into? Are you getting like carried away with what you think things need to be? I feel like there's this need for slowing things down a little bit, because I know your chart has very strong Aries energy, and you might even be hitting those obstacles now because of this Mars retrograde affecting Aries very strongly. But I am seeing you, weirdly enough, kind of move in the direction of groups. Look for doing things with other people when it comes to your business. That works out really well for you, and it's going to kind of bring pieces together, even though we're in the middle of like a pandemic. I'm really sensing tap deeply into your intuition. You've lost receptivity a little bit. There's like a slight lack of connection there. There's like a missing piece to the puzzle that once you put it in, you're just going to flow. You're going to get it and you're going to go back into your Aries groove. Yeah.
Love that. Well said. Hope that helps, Melissa. I'm just working on you right now to change that and open things up. Third eye and all of it. Clear to yes. Use test unclear, so we're going to release that. I call that alien fighting predator on the back step. So that's gone now and running forward. And it's there now. So you test 1,000,000% better. You know, my joke to everybody, especially intuitives, is the two meet in the middle of the road and one says to the other, you're fine, how am I? So a lot of times we can read awesome for everybody else but ourselves. So thanks for that, Melissa. All right. Looks like Elena is next. All right. That must be your cards tapping. I feel like somebody's eating potato chips, but it's funny. All right. Hello, friends. Looking for new romantic relationship. Anyone on the horizon for me? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Elena Spiziana.
All right. Let's draw some more Love angel oracles. Wow. I've never seen cards fly out and land perfectly in front of me before. That was so weird. And they're I feel like this is exactly the message you're looking for. The first one is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. There is this almost like nihilistic side to you that I think is very deep rooted. Like I'm hearing so strongly. I don't know who is coming through, if it's your spirit guide, if it's someone who's very close to you that may have passed on, or if it's even your higher self. But this person is coming through and it's saying you have to really work on the way that you view yourself, because there is this level of confidence that you have that's a little bit fake. There's this level to you subconsciously that you kind of need to work through so you can realize that you actually do deserve this soulmate relationship. And you did get the soulmate card. It said soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So you are drawing in your soulmate right now. So really tap into who you are, because the more you work on yourself, the more that's going to bring you closer to this soulmate. This is a great message.
That is a great message, and everybody can kind of tap into that and just know that too. Keep in mind too, Elena, I tell all the beautiful women, got to get out there in the mix. So if you get invited to some barbecue or some Halloween, who cares? But you need to go, because you never know. There might be somebody there you get introduced to, and it all goes according to plan. If you hadn't have gone, you'd have never met them. So keep that in mind. My mentor and dear friend, by the way, used to say we have twin flame and soulmates in every city of every county of every state of every country.
Definitely.
So there's plenty of them out there. Believe me, people get that so twisted because it could be 3 lifetimes ago or something. It might have been your twin sister, and you want to kiss their face off and finish every sentence. It isn't because you're twin flames. It's because you guys were twin sisters 4 lifetimes ago, burned at the stake or something bizarre. So here you're so excited to be back with that person again and recognize the soul recognizing the soul. So keep the faith and get out there in the mix. Keep that in mind. All right. Melissa Bryant is next. Hi, Melissa. All right. Hello, love. March 13th, 1970. Have terrible, I think she's trying to say debilitating pain, right elbow. Please have healing energy sent to me. And a mini reading, please. Oh, Ayla, thank you guys so much. Here we go. All right, we'll start with Ayla, and then we'll do a little mini. In fact, I'm going to do it while she's, I'm just going to do it while she's doing the reading. So there you go.
Okay. I'm getting very strongly that you need to be around water, or you need to be doing something with like water energy. There's this need to cleanse. You're taking too much in for some reason. You're like kind of like you're like a clogged drain. There's like this stagnation somewhere. I drew past lives card and the harmony card and the sorrow card. So whatever this is, I'm getting that this might be connected to like past life stuff as well. This could be a belief or a pain that you've held on to. Maybe it was an injury from a past life, and every single life you hold on to this pain because of something else. So that's what's coming through for me.
Okay, we just released it too, Melissa. It's always it feels like a repetitive motion thing. So sitting there weirdly, or you play tennis or whatever, it really feels like a tennis elbow. Again, 9 out of 10 things, it isn't bone, muscle, ligament, tendon. It's joint pain. That's your cartilage, skull, and else. No, it's all joint pain. So again, like the previous person that wrote in, Epsom salts lotion go a long way to help you. All that is magnesium. It takes out all the inflammation. And she tests lavender, non-lavender. You're also non-lavender. So I would go to Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, wherever you want to go to, and get some of Dr. Teal's Epsom salt lotion. And I'd rub it on there counterclockwise, heat or cold. You test cold too. So I'd keep some cold on there. If I went out and I couldn't do any of that, I would have the ice hot roll on. That'd go a long way to help you too. So there you go. Released all the pain from that too, so you should notice a difference. Ice is your new best friend tonight, I can tell you that. That's going to go a long way. Queen G is next. I'm going to start a street name for myself, Ayla. Hey, can I please have a message? Queen G, you have dialed into the right spot. Ayla is going to give you a message.
Oh, this is a super interesting reading. Wow. So you got tuning in and then nothingness. It's literally just like an all black card. And I read this, especially the tuning in card, where there's almost like these creepy spirits around this person who's meditating. And they're doing a mudra, like a hand position for the base chakra, or maybe that's the sacral chakra. That might be the sacral chakra. Yeah, I'm seeing like there's this need to really tap into your energy again, tuning into who you are and your messages. There may be this need for or feeling like you have to show up as a certain person in your life. These cards are saying like totally detach from that ego identity. Pretend that you have never been who you've been. Who would you be if you could be a totally different person? Because it's not that you're changing and you're becoming someone fake or being someone different. You're literally asking yourself and starting a conversation with yourself, am I happy with the way that my life is now? I feel like there's this need to kind of put out and move away from the external world and really go. I would suggest meditation. Like, do meditation every day, and if you're doing it now already, do it even more. I feel like there's really this need to go in and just kind of quiet the mind.
Yeah, and for those that, that's really involved to you, you can't quiet the mind enough, YouTube is endless. YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Go there and go, just look up, nighttime meditation. Plug in simple meditation. Do one for 10 minutes if you can't lay there for an hour without thinking of, UFOs and getting up to make a pizza, right? So try out different things. Go to YouTube. Don't hesitate to do that. I love all that. All right. Georgia is next. Hi, state of Georgia. September 4th, 1956. So we'll see what comes up for you, Georgia.
Okay. Ooh, that is a lot of cards, and I feel like as a fellow Virgo, I understand. This Virgo season was this past Virgo season, I feel like it was 2 days long, the month of September. And I actually almost feel like your reading is very similar to mine, just kind of like you're at a different phase than I am, but it's very similar energy. There's this need to kind of free yourself from maybe this box that you put yourself in, and you're getting this itch to create, to do, to explore. You also kind of want to be alone at the same time, but you have, I'm literally reading these cards one by one because like 20 fell out for you. So for the Four of Cups is like, you might be rejecting other people's help or other people's opinion because you're so stuck in your own. So it's saying meditate. King of Pentacles reverse, try to be a little less stubborn. Five of Swords reverse, try to really show yourself that you don't have to do everything alone. Or if you feel like you've always done everything alone, really try to get outside your comfort zone and rely on another person. That's the theme that everyone is kind of going through right now. Overall, all of these cards are really, like, I see you changing complete directions in your life. The Magician card came up, the 10 of Cups. This is like happy home, happy life. This is understanding a new ability or a new way that you can live in order to tap into a deeper sense of your magic, for lack of a better word. It's like the Magician is all about tapping into your personal magic, your personal spiritual power. Like, wow. I feel with these cards, there is this sense of doubt, though, as though maybe it's too late. I'm getting that feeling like it's too late. Just reach out to the right people. When you find the right people, you'll realize it's not too late. It was just your mindset holding you back.
Love that. And it's never too late. I'm often reminded of Louise Hay. And she messed around with computers at probably 75 years old. 80, she was doing ballroom dancing. So how about that? Amazing. So it's never, keep that in mind. Kathy, Kathie, is next. Cover reading. December 13th, 1953.
Awesome.
All right, Kathy Gray. We'll see what comes up for you. That's about Sag, right?
Yeah, that's Sagittarius.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm a Sagittarius rising.
Yeah, I love Sag. That's good. Yeah, I get along great with Sag.
Ooh, okay. So you got 4 cards that fell out. You have the Ace of Cups, the Emperor reversed, the Knight of Cups reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. I kind of see this Emperor reverse, the Knight of Cups reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles reverse all coming together. Whether you realize it or not, there's a new relationship on the horizon. So not necessarily romantic, but a new relationship of sorts, or an outpouring of emotion. And this is coming from actually you not being able to get to where you want to go. There could be these feelings of, oh, I did this too early, or I did this too soon, or again, those feelings of like, oh, it's too late, I waited too long. You're about to get surprised with complete transformation. Whatever stagnancy or overwhelming feelings you've been feeling in your life, it's time to kind of buckle down, face the areas of your life that you've kind of been deluding yourself in, be honest with the illusions that you have given to yourself, and then make those hard decisions to get to where you need to go. Because whatever this is, I'm seeing like move away from it, because there's something so much more beautiful coming into your life. So yeah, I love this message.
That's amazing. Good for you, Kathy. See why you want to schedule with her and go deeper, that's for sure. Nancy is next. Hey, Nancy. All right, would love some help with my lower back pain. All right. Well, let's see what Ayla has to offer on that. I'm going to be working on your back the whole time, then I'll tell you at the end what we can do.
Okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I feel like this back pain is kind of coming from maybe some of these cards that came up makes me think of you're moving quickly and maybe sporadically, almost like moment to moment, but you're not. And you realize this too. I feel like you're kind of holding on to guilt with this. Is there's this sense of maybe you're not where you thought you would be, or you had this like dream or hope in mind, and now you're kind of maybe rebelling against your life in a way so you can kind of get back to what you want. It's such an interesting message, but basically it's like you are kind of fighting against yourself because you're moving in a direction that might not be the best for you, and you're kind of straining yourself through it. And I think that's putting a lot of pressure on you, maybe like material stability wise, could even be financially with like your job as well. So that's what's coming through the cards.
Well said. Thank you. And Nancy, yeah, people in my world, low back pain relates to either feeling unsupported or money. Yours is all about money and good fortune, so we're just changing that real quick now too. Surprisingly, you're not cold, you're heat. So I'd get a heating pad or any kind of little pad you could get on eBay, Amazon, amethyst. It isn't amethyst for you, actually. Jade tests stronger. So at some point, get a jade mat. Inexpensive. It's not that big a deal. And even if you get a squared off one, and you don't need a huge one, you can put it on your low back. Again, heat tests strong for you. I'd alternate heat and cold, but heat tests great. Epsom salts, lotion for you. Dr. Teal's lavender, lavender or non-lavender. You actually test for lavender. Unusual today. That's really cool. So you test for lavender and rubbing that Epsom salts on there, rotating counterclockwise. And we're releasing any of that. You'd be shocked what would happen if you had $1 million bank balance right now. All that would go away. And bone, muscle, ligament, tendon, joint, shock. It's not cartilage or fascia. It's all joint pain. So we're just fishing that out, releasing that up for you as well. Thanks for being on the show today, Nancy. Appreciate it. All right, Linda is next. We're flying here. I love it. So could you please give me a message? My birthday is December 4th, 1950. Thank you, Jimmy. Such wonderful help in the time of need. You're welcome, Linda. We are living it here, Ayla. All we do. It's not a hobby. December 4th. Let's see what comes up for you, Linda.
I feel like this is very Sag. This is very Sagittarius, this reading. I feel like I've given myself this reading before. So you have inner voice, laziness, and maturity. So Sagittarius likes to run away. I mean, they don't like to, but they tend to self-sabotage by running away from what they want to do. Gemini and Sagittarius often have a hard time finishing things because they can get distracted very easily, or they'll expand upon an idea, because remember, Sagittarius is all about expansion. You'll expand upon an idea, but then you're expanding so much that you're just in a constant state of movement and you're not standing still enough to really build a proper foundation. And this could be about anything. This isn't really telling me necessarily like career, relationship. It's just kind of like in general in your life. I feel like this is an energy that you might have been stuck in. So for the inner voice, I'm really hearing like develop a solid spiritual practice if you don't have one already, or if you had one, go back to it. I feel like, again, there's a disconnect. That laziness card makes me think that you might be kind of convincing yourself that you're doing something when you're not. And then the maturity card, I feel like these work so perfect together. The maturity card makes me think like, be honest with yourself, sometimes getting readings that call you out super clearly, you can almost feel like they're wrong because we're in such resistance to those emotions that we don't agree with it. But it's only through achieving a level of emotional intelligence and maturity that we can really take a step back and look at our lives from an objective point of view rather than a subjective point of view. That's kind of what I'm seeing, is like you're tapping into your inner voice, but you're actually getting an objective view of your life and the way that you should move forward.
Love that. Well said. I noticed that about Sag too. One of my best friends is a woman who's a nurse, and we'll make these grand plans, and we're going to lunch at noon tomorrow, and she won't text me till 4 or 5 o'clock. I just woke up.
Yeah.
It's like, this was your plan, not mine. It's like, hey, Sag, tone it down. And the other cool, funny thing is there's working Sag and lazy Sag.
Definitely.
Lazy Sag, but oh my God. My oldest son is Sag, but he's a go-go-goer, so he is from the workers. Love that. All right, let's see what comes up. Linnell is next. Hey, Linnell, August 9th, 1966. There you go.
Oh, okay, cool. So, a Leo, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, I feel like this is so true of like Leo, though. You even got a card with a lion on it. I love this. So you got possibilities, the master, and conditioning. So powerful. So basically, I really see this as you are stepping into your full power, but what's truly holding you back from just kind of hitting through that glass ceiling and that plateau of getting to that next level that you're looking for is your conditioning. So I would say go back into like your childhood, go back into your teenage years, go back into like even when you were a young adult, and even look back like a year ago and kind of see if you can find any patterns for conditioning that reinstilled in you a belief of who you are. Was there a certain, I hope that made sense. It's kind of like, was there a certain theme or a certain, like, was it something with relationships? They kept teaching you the same lesson. Was it family? Did they keep teaching you the same lesson through trauma? Look for these patterns and recognize that it's just conditioning. You're not this sheep. You are literally a lion. That's the card, is a lion standing in a herd of sheep. I think herd is the right word. I have no idea.
Yeah, flock of sheep.
In a flock of sheep. And this lion has this sheep like tied to it with rope, completely unaware of its own power. So this possibilities in this master card, it's kind of like, this isn't going to be an easy road. It's going to be challenging, but it's going to be challenges that you are going to want to rise up to. So allow yourself to take off that cloak of invisibility and really put yourself out there. Put yourself, like, whatever it is, like, put yourself in the public eye some way. That's what I'm getting. It's like you're supposed to stand out, especially being a Leo sun sign. You are supposed to stand out.
Very cool. A lot going on there. Gosh.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to grab one more here. Anna, is next. All right, Anna. Blessings. May I have a message? My birthday is November 8th, 1959. Thank you very much. Love and joy. All right.
I love it. I love it. I know Scorpios are kind of going through it right now. You're being really affected by the astrology. You might be going through a period of time where you're kind of realizing, you're kind of like looking maybe at different aspects of your life, specifically like friendships. And you could be realizing like you are experiencing, you could be going through this comparison of sorts. And you're trying to find harmony between maybe your friendships and your relationships, but maybe you're realizing you've been a little bit too much in relationships, or you're that person that always gives a little bit more than they really are supposed to. There's this suppression, there's this fighting against yourself because you're starting to realize, whoa, this might not be actually what I want to be experiencing, or what I'm going through is, I feel like there's a lot of inner turmoil right now, but then on the outside you look like you're very harmonious. I relate to that. That's like very much, I'm Scorpio dominant chart, and that's very much Scorpio energy, is like hold, control, but then on the inside you're going through this intense death and rebirth process. So allow yourself to experience that in its totality. If you feel like your friends or loved ones or whoever or whatever isn't treating you right and you're starting to compare things, allow yourself to hold on to that. Don't just look at it like, oh, this sucks, now this is my life. Change it. you can change it. You're being asked to change it. It's very powerful at the end.
Love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Anna. And one of my mentors, Richard Bartlett and Matrix Energetics, and there was a group of 500 or 600 of us in a room. And he said, if my guides and angels aren't getting it for me, I'm going to fire them and get all new ones. So that's how bold his statements are, and that's how bold you have to be. So keep that in mind, Anna. Love it. All right, throw some cards for me before we wind this thing down, Ayla, if you don't mind. Let's see what shows up.
Woo.
It's been crazy.
Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. This is amazing. So isolation and awareness. I love that.
Isolation and awareness. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like literally the isolation that everyone is really kind of going through and has been going through this year. I feel like this is such a global message, is like, allow this time of separateness to not just be, oh, I'm separate. You are with yourself, which is one of the most sacred things that we often don't pay attention to. So it's like bringing this new passion, this new awareness into yourself of ways that you could change and who you are. The isolation card is like this person that's stuck in ice. So recognize at one point the ice is going to melt. And when you emerge from that ice, allow yourself to have this breakthrough. There's this breakthrough coming. You drew the breakthrough card as well. So yeah, I love this.
Yeah. When all this mess first started, I told my little girlfriend, I said, oh my God, we're going to have to isolate and take 2 or 3 weeks and stay at home. And she said, how will that be different than the last 2 or 3 weeks? So that's her joke. I'm on the phone 7 days a week, and Skype around the world. So I have people fortunately drive me places and bring me things. So God love them. Thank you so much. Gosh. Oh, pull a card for me too, please. Reverend Tiffany White, Sage Woman. Boom. Let's see what shows up here, Reverend Tiffany.
All right.
Ayla's good stuff. See, I knew everybody'd pile on.
Ooh. Oh, I love your energy so much. Wow. You're just like such
She's
a
a sweetheart.
mother energy.
Mm-hmm.
The cards that came out for your inner voice, maturity, and totality. You are like the bridge oftentimes, I feel like, for people. So don't get lost in being that bridge for people that you aren't even like bridging the gap in your own life. Look at your receptivity to who you are. And I feel like you're going to be kind of recalibration is the word that comes into my head for some reason. Recalibrate everything. But other than that, like, I love this.
Yeah, she's a dream. She definitely is bridging it for all of us. He produces probably over a dozen shows. So, wow, she said, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Ayla, tell folks how to get a hold of you. Thank you so much for being on the show today. You always bring it, and we always have fun.
No, I'm so glad that I get to come on and do this with you, Jimmy. Honestly, ever since I met you, I felt like we had that instant connection, whether it was our astrology or just the energy. If you want to get a hold of me, you can find me on Facebook at Harmonic Perspective. You can also find me on Instagram at Harmonic Perspective. And then you can reach out to me through email at Ayla, AYLA.psychic, PSYCHIC @gmail.com or info@harmonicperspective.com.
Love that. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you being on today. You always bring it. You never disappoint. Folks, you've got to get a hold of her and get a private reading. I've had them, and they're fabulous. They're worth every penny. She's reasonable. You can hear how fast she is, And my mother would call her a spring chicken. She's young, so she's obviously done this for a very long time and many, many lives. So I love
many
that.
past lives.
I love it. One of my dear mentors and friends said, Jimmy, your original life was a healer. Can you imagine? So my original incarnation, and now hopefully this will be the last one. So we're good. Anyway, thanks so much for being on the show, honey. We appreciate you so much. Folks, that's our show for today. Keep in mind, we're here every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us here each week. Lots of stuff coming up, and we do have other shows and things. Sign up at jimmymackhealing.com. And if you sign up for the newsletter, you're also going to get a clip of this show as well, and we send that out and promote that as well. So anything we can do to help you, let us know. want to wish everybody the rest of your life will be the best of your life. And remember to make progress every day. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron. Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.